the term cumbrellas?
No. It should go on that Twitter of like not like the onion.
Like the not real facts, but
Yeah.
that sound real.
Mm-hmm.
Ate the onion.
Who did that again?
It is onion.
That guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
Is it the no?
That's no.
All right.
Everything's
Just so we can jump into it, I'm going to give you guys a recap, and then there's that. So we'll figure it out. So this giant creature is attacking. It is a construct, as you guys have found, and it amidst the assault on the chain that's holding the floating island of Finis to the ground, you saw a giant construct form off in the distance. In preparation, you guys rallied some troops and called in some support and reinforcements from allies. The plan was to trap the construct in a planar gate at its feet, as you guys crafted this gate, which is the red circle just below it, restraining it and then banishing it to another plane of existence. We currently have the big thing, the gate. This is a troop of magic wielders being led by Narnip. This is a troop of archers being led by Orla. All the robots are these like swimming, like in and out of the ground constructs that are like digging and worming their way, and it's like each of those are like 200 of these things, and it's just a big swarm of things.
And those are bad guys?
Yeah. This is all very an abstract thing. Like when you go to take your turn, it's like, hey, what do you want to do? And it's like one action as opposed to like your action, your bonus action, or it's like on a large scale, are you going to try to attack something, or are you going to try to be more creative, or whatever it entails. The individual with the large sword is Thekis. She represents the Champions of Troon, a group of paladins and soldiers that are like very militaristic and like Spartan warrior mentality, but they are individuals that believe in honor and like pride.
Melon-lips types.
I don't remember this. Well,
Basically, it's a roll-off with those types of things. The guards have +2 attack against somebody else's +2 defense. We just both roll a d20. You add either attack if you're attacking or defense if you're defending.
when they have the D6.
They were probably set up as the health of each of those things
Oh, son of a bitch.
on there. So just roll it on the degrade cards right now. Just roll them. Roll. There's one level at 5, one at 3, one at 4. You can identify which ones are which if you want, but there's archers, there's individuals wielding an axe and a spear. There was a D8 up there as well. They're at 6. And that is the champions.
I believe, Bob, you have control of the soldiers that I had before.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Bob, you have control of the both sets of soldiers that are not archers. And then, you had just joined forces and jumped down with the champions of Troon as you blasted out like a barrage of axes lit up by fire.
Let's try this again.
Good D20.
We're gonna start at. Actually, we're gonna introduce Melinda and what she's doing and where she's at, and then we're gonna go to the stop view. So, you guys set a when, and we're good to go.
When?
When?
When? Yep.
It's not
When?
When?
And in 500, 499, 3, 2.
All right, welcome to another installment of Roll for Revelry. My name is AJ, your friendly neighborhood DM, and we are here to play some D&D. You guys are defending a city as this giant colossus is attacking. Do we have the battle kit?
Nope.
Okay.
Tried a bunch of times. It's not connecting for whatever reason.
Cool. We have a number of smaller construct, worm-like creatures that are traveling and moving towards a large chain holding a city. floating in the sky, and a enormous bronze Spartan type warrior attempting to break that chain and destroying the city. So, Orlando, as you join the group and come in as reinforcements, what are you doing? Where are you at?
I am. So all the gray ones are good people, right? It's just these guys?
Yep.
These constructs? Okay. I'm gonna sneak over here.
Cool. Where have you been and what have you been doing?
I have been preparing potions
Cool.
for my team to use. Do you want me to go through them?
If you want to, or you can go through them as they come up or as they're used.
Let's see, because probably only the people on the ground would be able to use them.
Unless you have some way of getting up to the
Catapulting
people
them
that
up.
aren't. Yeah,
Okay.
that's entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'll run through them real quick just in case anybody wants to use one. So the first one is a necrotic potion, which is dark green. And then when you shake the jar up, it starts spraying out like a hose, so you can like spray necrotic things on your target.
Oh my god, that's dope. So.
There's a frost giant one, which gives you both strength and frostbitten touch. And then there's an acid potion, which has basically an adhesive on the jar that you throw and try to stick to your target. And then once you peel that sticky off, it's kind of like a grenade, like it'll deploy in a couple seconds and then just splash them with a bunch of acid.
Cool.
So those are, I made hopefully enough for everyone to use one if they want one. It's
Nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, thanks.
All right. You mind rolling initiative, please? Orlando?
Nice. 17.
These can move the initiative order. We still have the champions of Prunor up first. So what are they doing? I believe Orlo was commanding.
Mm-hmm. So they're my archers.
Nope. Thecus.
Seconds. So they're going to. Do those things come? I forgot. They're on top of the building, or are they down below?
What are you referring to? Oh,
Because they were buildings.
the archers?
No, Thecus.
No, they're down on the ground.
Okay.
Yep.
So they have those.
They're down on the
Things
ground,
right
and
in
they've
front of them.
created a shield barrier, and just had the reinforcement of Kata jump in behind them. This shield wall is being attacked by this swarm. They're kind of being surrounded.
So they're going to. Wow, there are some that have their shields like down. There are going to be some that pop up and just like slash.
Cool. Do you want to attack the constructs in front of them?
Yes.
Do 20 for me. +4.
Nat 20
Cool. Nat 20.
or 20.
Excellent. Roll a d20 for me.
6.
6. You take out a large swath of them, and they have dropped their number down to 3.
Nice.
So they are at a quarter of their. There's probably 50 of them left as they're still pouncing and attacking at these shields, bashing in, trying to find some kind of gap in the armor and break through, but their attacks go thwarted.
Nice.
Up next, Merlinda, what are you doing? And
Okay, so I just have a question of how this would work then. So I have Thunder Step, which means I can basically teleport myself, and wherever I leave from, there's a thunderous boom, which, without passing a Constitution saving throw, causes 3d10 damage. So could I do that? It says it has a 90-foot range. So can I send that to, how far away am I from my good people if I only want to send it to a horde of?
yeah, so these squares are a little bit more abstract than normal. The 5-foot squares, I think we were saying one movement is 25, 30 feet is one square.
Okay.
So you could absolutely use that and step off and just jump that 90 feet, moving 3 squares.
Okay.
But Is it whether you land or whether you step
Wherever
away?
I left from, there's
Okay.
the boom, I think.
Yeah. So you could absolutely use it to move around easier, but I don't think it would damage anybody where you're at right
Okay. And there's nowhere I would be where I would only cause damage to the bad guys?
now. No, you can absolutely just cause damage to the bad guys. There's everybody's so much farther away than themselves that it's like
Okay. So if I was here
Uh-huh.
and then I left from that space, would I cause damage to
For
these
sure,
guys?
yeah.
Okay. Then I would like to do that.
cool. Where are you headed out of your step? You can move 3 spaces from where you're at.
And if I go closer to one, they'll attack me.
They might.
Okay.
Depends on their
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go this way.
Cool.
There. And then Constitution saving throw of 17.
Cool. They rolled a 10, and you end up wiping out a good chunk of them. If you want to roll just a d20 for the damage, I'll see how many of them you end up taking out. It's not as many as you hoped, but the thunder wave shock that releases from your step wipes out a swath of them, and they all go crashing into one another.
Okay.
Do stairs to 1. Cool. All right, there are slots. Cool. Up next, Marcus, what are you doing as you are climbing on the calf of this giant creature?
I'm just gonna keep ripping into it with my acid fist. Keep
Cool.
the corrosion going.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do 2 punches.
Cool.
And can I instead of giving it the 1-2, can I just with one fist
Yeah.
for every attack?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be doing essentially 4. Just 2 attacks per action, and then the deals.
Yeah.
For luck.
Okay, well, the lowest is a 10 to hit. Excuse me, a 9.
Sorry, I'm a lefty.
10, an 11, a 16, and a 25.
The 25.
Dang. So in rage, Marxus just misses a whole bunch. But he does catch one time. So that's going to be doing a d6 of 3 damage plus 2, so for 5 damage plus 6, or excuse me, plus 4 acid.
All right. Cool. And you can see the acid begins to start corroding and melting away into that bronze material.
Is he completely bronze? Or is it just his armor that he's wearing?
Real good base tip.
As far as you,
He's really wondering if he has a bronzed penis.
No.
as far as you're concerned, there's just a bronze outer shell. You have seen the glowing orb in stomach region, and then also you've seen orange light.
Right. No, I was just curious if his skin was made of bronze. So that would make it much harder to
It's just like,
defeat.
yeah, it's not just metal. It's all of it. This bronze material.
Oh.
Is a
So it
construct.
is. Okay.
It's something fashioned, made.
Got it. He's got cuts. in his legs.
All right, up next, Kate is up, and then the little guys are gonna go, and then Arnib's up. Her squad.
Ugh.
I can position my troops, right?
Yep.
What is the 2 hordes closest to the champions and then Kata? They're trying to surround us.
I mean, they've been attacking you
Yeah.
so far, but they've also, that their direction is towards the chain, which is just behind Oki in that white spot.
All right, we're all just gonna go attack crazy. We're just trying to murder.
Cool.
Kata's just swinging axes, and then the horde, the two groups of they're just
Also.
going nuts.
All right, cool. Are you attacking a particular one?
I'll take the one closest to me, and I'll have they're attacking the one closest to the champions.
Cool. Roll a d20 for me.
Oof.
Dang.
12.
12 beats their 10. So if you want to also roll for the guards and add a +2 for their attack.
10.
10. So it meets it beats to attack them. Both of them end up getting some fun damage up. Roll another set of d20 for me, just the same way.
Is this no modifier?
Same.
12.
12. Cool. You end up taking out two squads of each of them. That is.
I guess Oki should probably attack the one by him. So
Sure. The one that is right in front of the champions, they are not doing well at all. You can see that they're dwindling in numbers, and few of them, I mean, they haven't lost hope because they're programmed to not, but they're still attacking regardless of their small number count.
These guys?
The ones, yep, that one. Oki's attacking the same way.
yeah,
Cool, roll d20.
fail.
Alright. Oki, as he's like, so he's armored up, but it seems like there's a lot of him that he's just kind of like throwing one around and trying to get at him, but none are really taken out of that attack. They are gonna retaliate and attack back. The ones with Oki are actually going to step around Oki and try to attack the chain. And they do a poor job of that, so there's that.
Does Oki get an opportunity attack as they're moving towards the chain?
Is that something you want Oki to do?
No, I'm gonna save that.
Okay. All right. The next ones are going to attack Kata. And I assume the 10 does not hit.
That's not
Cool. Armored up, you're able to deflect and throw them away side to side. The last ones are going to attack the champions, the small little group of them. Do you mind rolling d20 attacking or adding the defense?
19.
19 beats theirs, so they're able to create that phalanx again, and a wall of shields appears just as the last few stragglers of this group of these clockwork worms are attacking a wall that clearly is holding its own. Narnip, you are up, and then you also have wizards to as well.
Okay. And is Werner with the wizards?
Yes.
Okay. So the wizards are going to attack the horde that's closest to Thecus.
Mhm.
12 to hit.
They rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Good boy. Does Werner have his own?
He's been focusing on that spell.
Got it.
With
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Okay. So then I am going to, because Orla threw down the cage to me right before we ended last session. So I'm going to open that cage and try to capture the orb that
Cool.
is within this construct.
As you hold up the orb, roll a Arcana check for me, please.
Super high.
One more. I should have two.
4.
4. You fiddle with the cage and you're not quite sure what's happening, but you see a stream of blue light from the ball of the cage that's in there begin to draw towards the cage that you have. You'd imagine that you probably just get them close enough, but it does look like it's moving kind of slowly and not necessarily like but like a slow transition.
Can I call up to Orla? And, how does this work?
I don't know.
I'll roll your Arcana check.
It just works. It happens.
It just does, okay?
Ask nicely.
Have you tried using
I'm gonna
proprietary?
shake it.
Yeah.
chords?
Yeah.
Did you try to turn it off and turn it back on again?
Can you unplug it?
This
Shake
sword-
it a little bit.
This sword needs a power cycle.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Tap it a couple of times. Okay. Dang. That's a 9. 20.
21.
Nice.
How does this kind of thing work?
There is a secret button on it that you have oh no, you have to touch it in the right spot, and then it will open up, and it will draw all the energy into it, and you have to be very strong, which I know you are, and close it very quickly.
Okay. I'm gonna try and find the secret button.
Investigation check.
Jesus. But I have that thing, so that is, what is it? I'm proficient in it, so anything below a 9 is automatically 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
The worst you can roll is a 10.
There's an arcane button.
You press, and it goes. Boop.
Picture it's like one of those like they're made out of plastic and they get really small and then you pull on them and they go
Oh yeah,
and
love
then you
that.
press the button and it just like boop.
Yeah,
16.
16.
that's exactly what it's like.
No problem. You're like there's like one part that has just like a clear red button on this gray metal orb.
Secret.
No,
It's here. So no, yeah, you press the button and a flood of this energy begins to open up, and you do have to hold it, and it's kind of like begins to shake. In this, the energy is a little bit overwhelming. Roll a strength saving throw for me, please.
Natural 20.
You don't get it.
Sitting in place.
Yeah, you're holding this, and it's like your heels begin to you're on the belt buckle, and your heels reach as you're kind of backing up from this energy, and you can feel one of your feet slide off the back of the belt, and you're like, well, Orla said I can do this, and you kind of push your body forward and clamp it shut just as the last bit of energy comes in, and the ball, what was at one point this big, shrinks back down and you locks, and as it twists into place, the cage that you had is now glowing blue, and there's no color in the orb that was in the body.
Nice.
Whoa.
Dose.
Nice.
Okay.
Stolen soul.
Yeah. How does it feel to
Do
be
you wizards and then
I'm on its thing. I can see that,
you can see energy pulsing in its
but I can't see
in
it.
its shoulder.
Okay. I'm gonna climb underneath its shoulder
Mhm.
thing, and but before I do that, I pull out my other cage that I have.
Mhm.
I'm getting it ready, but I'm gonna climb. Put it in my mouth.
As you look in, you do see that there's a the energy seems to be pulsing from the neck down the arm.
Am I close enough to?
You don't see an orb or
Oh.
a source of the energy.
Oh.
You just see it kind of pulsing through its body.
But it comes from here.
It's coming from down the neck and into the shoulder.
Does he have anything else that's like covering somewhere? Would it be his
Make
brain?
a investigation check.
Eight.
You do see that there's a emanate glow of orange from the neck and under the helmet.
Under his helmet. So I went under there. I'm able to climb anymore.
Like
how far am I
You haven't
from
really done
each
anything
side?
on your turn.
So I'm gonna try to get underneath the helmet.
Okay. You crawl up to the neck. Make an acrobatics check.
Do you hate it when it doesn't scroll all the way? You're like, I know I have more skills than you.
Yeah. On literally any screen. I hate it when it does that.
Like,
Stops you. Like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
excuse. 16.
Yeah, you're able to like kind of begin to crawl under, and inside the helmet there is you do see an orange glowing orb, but this one has a barrier around it, so you can't quite get to. It's like a shimmering sphere around the sphere.
So it's a spell. Binding spell. Let me think. Think. I have something. I have a medallion of lock. That is like for a locked door, right? What's my Moss Agate do again? Oh, it helps me with that. Spell. Okay.
As you are trying to sit and think about this, you feel the giant creature lurch forward, and as it steps down, its left foot is getting sucked into the gate, and it's like up to the knee, and you can feel it. The right knee is taking a lean forward as it steps down and drops to a right knee, and its left leg is like sinking in, sinking in the icky bottoms of a
Yes.
pond. So while you're thinking about that, the champions of Troon are going to see that the chain is attacked, and they're going to step back and try to protect that.
I don't think that there's anything that I can.
Okay, so we're just
Can I do an Arcana check on that thing itself?
Yeah, sure. Roll an Arcana check.
Plus, so 23.
You have seen you can't do a spell like this, but you've seen Warren do something similar to this, and every once in a while he is able to project a shield, and it is able to block an attack. But occasionally you've seen some attacks, if they're strong enough, go through.
If it's a strong enough attack. Okay, I'm gonna do. My psychic lance on that thing.
Quick reminder, since it's been a little
Oh,
bit.
it's a psychic damage. I'm sorry.
Yeah, psychic
Never mind.
damage. These things are not.
I get it. So then I'm gonna do Steel Wind Strike on this thing.
Okay.
I flourish a weapon used in the casting, so I have I have the cage in my hand, and I go for my little the sword that's on my lap.
Sure.
And
Cool.
I flourish it, and then I vanish, so I get it closer to it, and I just back and forth. You don't see me anymore. I'm just in and out. I'm trying to get this thing.
What does that for?
I think I rolling one hit. I don't know. Flourish a weapon used in the casting, and then vanish. Choose up to 5 creatures, which I'm going to do. Want to make a melee attack on a hit of. That's yes. Oh, nah, I didn't get it.
What you do?
Natural.
Natural one. You think that basically your several attacks might not have done it.
That just wasn't it, guys.
I feel like trying to make the Zorro logo and it's
Right.
just a
Yeah.
circle.
All right. They went. Orlando, what are you doing?
I would like to launch one of these acid potions into my nearest enemy group. So I have to move closer to these guys. Probably.
Probably. Yeah, you have to be up closer to them. These ones move a little bit around here. Cool. Yeah. So you're throwing them at that one.
So I'm gonna peel one back. Yep.
Cool.
And then if they're close enough, I'm just gonna try to lob it up there.
Roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
Eight.
8. You throw one and it locks on and it sticks right to one. And you see that one just kind of like look around and it begins to bound away. And just as it bounds away, it explodes and the acid just kind of fires off and shoots everywhere. And it hits about 3 or 4 of them, but it's not a lot. It's not enough to like take down the 75 that are from.
Right. Okay.
Up next, Marxus.
I'm
Okay,
going
yeah.
to feel like the lurch of it going towards the left,
Mhm.
right, as it's trying to go into this hole. I'm going to use all of my movement to like go up and around, down to that right leg. And I want to pull it.
Well, you're on the right.
Oh, so I want to go around to the leg that's going into the other dimension.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to start pulling this monstrosity into it.
As you are, as the knee is coming down, the ground is slowly approaching or quickly approaching you, and you're able to jump down on the ground and move to the next level. Cool. So I'll say you're like right outside the gate. What are you doing to encourage this pulling on his leg?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep. Yanking. Just
Make a
yanking.
strength check.
Yeah. This thing is gigantic.
We're all struggling today.
Mhm.
I need a different one.
Just general strength.
Yep.
Is there a different kind of strength?
5.
Pulling.
Fine.
Yeah.
You grab on and you begin to pull it down, and it's like it's magically already moving and shifting down towards there. So you think you're doing a good job of assisting that because it hasn't stopped. But you notice that you are
Can I use Tides of Chaos and re-roll that?
yeah, you can. How many tides of chaos do you get in a day?
Just 1.
Oh, you used it already.
Did I?
Yeah, you used it last game.
No. Well, then never mind. Still a 5.
Cool. You notice that one of your feet are also in this gate. There's an open portal. Go to pull it down. As you're pulling down, you look down, and your foot is also beginning to sink.
Don't worry, guys. I'm going to Gandalf tank all of this EXP by myself. We'll come back floating white cat.
Would be incredible.
All right, floating white cat. Kata's up next,
Hmm.
and you have 2 companies.
The Thecus is helping over by the one attacking the chain, right?
Yes.
Okay, we're just gonna go ham again. 25 to hit.
Okay. Yes. I'll roll another d10. It's a 7.
Official. 10.
10. You're able to take out 2 hit die worth of these guys, and they're down to below half. As you just flurry of axes. I was gonna say swords, but that's not a thing.
And then all my guys and Oki are gonna just follow lead and start swinging.
Cool. Where are your? You have axemen and you have spearmen. Where are they moving to so they can be in range of the items?
They're gonna move towards this group.
Cool. They both attack that group.
Yep.
Roll 2d20.
Add 2.
Yes.
18. 17.
You take this last group and of the one closest in between them and the archers, and they just charge in and wipe out the remaining handful of them. There
Nice.
wasn't a lot left. So.
Dope.
And then Oki's gonna try and clean up back there.
The one
The
that's
one
biting
bite
his
his
butt.
Whip around.
13 base. I don't know what his modifier is. I think it's 2.
What was your roll?
13.
13 beats, whatever.
Okay.
So he like whips around, like if you pull the dog's tail and they don't like that, so they whip around.
Oh.
And or any of the other sounds that we learned today. You roll a d20 for the attack. What's happening?
18.
18. End up taking down one of their points. This is probably the healthiest of the groups that are left. Of the 2 groups that are left. So there's definitely a good chunk of numbers behind Oki right now. All right, that was you, and then they're gonna go. One is going to attack you, Kada, and the other is going to attack the champions of Trade.
Damn.
First attack against Kada is a 21.
Oh.
21.
I get a +7 for my sweet armor that I'm wearing.
You could have put the armor on. You'd have been much slower. Cool. So first ones are gonna hit you for.
You're still hearing.
We're floating.
For 25 points of slashing damage as they kind of all just kind of get in, bite, and slashes at you. And then the other ones are going to attack Oakland for an 11. Cool. Narnit, you're up next, and then you have your wizards as well.
I am going to reach into my little pouch and pull out a little pinch of powdered iron and go "Brew," and cast Reduce on the Titan or the construct. Has to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Cool. Make a Arcana check real quick for me.
It's not gonna work.
You got it.
12.
12. You know that these types of things have, because it's a construct, it doesn't. It's immune to changes in its form.
Really? But that spell can work on objects too. Alright. Never mind, so I don't cast that, I guess.
It wasn't written in the book.
Right.
Okay.
In that case, I'm going to use my turn to cast Spirit Shroud and call forth spirits of the dead, which start to flit around me for the spell's duration, which is a minute. And that's going to be my bonus action. And they give me an extra d8 worth of damage to attacks. And they're going to cause cold damage. And any creature that is within 10 feet of me during the spell's duration can't regain hit points till the start of my next turn. And has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of the next turn as well.
Jesus.
So I guess with that being my bonus action, I will use my action to stab with Gansier. 13 to hit. Then I think that is going to be my turn. And I'm just going to continue to kind of hang out near it. And like with the open cavity, could I actually like try and crawl into the cavity?
For sure.
All right, I'm going to try to use my movement to get into
His belly
inside
button.
of the
Cool.
construct.
As you crawl inside of the construct, you can see that there's a large array of orange arcane light streaming and streaking across its upper body. Its lower body is void.
Are you trying to give yourself a Gundam?
What?
Like you're,
Mm-hmm.
like you're gonna be inside of this giant robot,
anime.
essentially?
No, I
That
was
is
just kind
a
of trying to like
Like a Power
kill it
Ranger.
from the inside. Anyway, then Juliana's crew, are they close enough to make an attack on this next horde of?
No, they'd have to
Thanks.
move off of their perch.
Okay, they'll stay on their perch and they're gonna make an attack towards the constructs then.
Is there any particular type of attack that these wizards are casting?
They are focusing on if they have cold spells to use cold, and if they have anything with like acid damage, then they're focusing on
Cool.
that.
Roll a d20 and add whatever their plus is.
9.
9 beats the 6.
Nice.
So roll another d20 for me.
9.
9. And you see this volley of ice and acid-based attacks hit its left, what would be its left hip now, as its knee is kind of into this other plane of existence in this portal, dealing a good amount of damage.
Nice.
Cool.
Up next is Orla and her archers.
As I'm sitting there, like, really upset because I just did a lot of
Used all that
movement and then
energy.
nothing happened. I'm gonna do it again. I'm just gonna like rage and then just go after it one more time. Yeah.
Get back on that horse, girl.
Your gnomish battle cry,
Yes.
which is terrifying because you have like translucent skin and blue running through your veins and these weird sharp teeth.
No, I know. Crazy looking. Fast. Hello. Oh wait. So the other one I did. Oh no, that still would have fit. So because it's
Got better.
It is better than last time.
it's a 2 for a 12.
It's twice as good.
Again, just you're in your flurry and slashes and teleports back and forth and
You need a different dice.
nothing.
Mm.
She use her own displacer beast.
What is your archers doing? Yeah, right.
My archers are going to aim for. So there's no light or anything coming from their legs, right?
No.
So they're gonna aim for the head if they can,
Okay.
like under the helm, like trying to get in between.
Roll a d20.
Oh my god, 3.
You see in a number of the arrows, they're not imbued with any magical power or anything like that. A number of them stick into the side, into the pitting of the bronze, but a number of them also just glance off. All right, you see that this creature steps forward and takes his right foot and steps forward a little bit and breaks free of a number of the vines that were created to restrain it. Shifting forward towards the chain, and it takes its spear and makes a big swath of an attack, a swiping attack at the chain. Depending on how many bodies are in front of it, I think everything could get hit with a spear like that size.
So 100.
Um,
Oh, great.
so a 28 would hit everybody, I think.
I'm.
Swipes through.
It's like who is down there, right?
Yeah, nobody on the thing is hit, but I think everybody else would.
That
So would you
included
take-
own.
Yes, including its
So you'd take these down too.
So yeah, take all of those down by 1. And then as far as players go, each of you take 24 points of piercing damage,
Ouch.
slashing, and you see a large spark shoot off of the chain. And it looks like it's put a small little crevice, like a little lumberjack L crevice into one of the links in the chain.
Are the people on the construct taking damage too?
No. But you took a climbing potion, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you take a climbing potion?
I think so.
And you're an expert
I
crawler.
am expert crawler.
So you guys don't need to make dexterity saving throws to hold on. Actually, you're on the ground. So. All right, cool. Up next, the champions of Troon. What are they doing?
They are going to shift where their focus was at and turn to the large still mass of people or the things behind Oki.
Okay.
And they're going to do the same thing, stack in.
Stack
in
and slash.
between slap. So this time instead it's over top, it's
Okay.
going to be in between the little.
Cool.
Nine.
17.
Doing a great job.
Piercing through, their numbers dwindle. They're not doing as much output as they anticipate. Up next, Melinda.
So for this guy, something with a wisdom saving throw wouldn't do any damage because the psychic wouldn't.
It could, depending on what damage type is. But if it says it does psychic damage, then it's not going to do.
Okay, I just want to try hold monster. So you choose a creature I can see, then you have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration. It has no effect on the undead.
All right. On the big thing or the small
Yeah,
one?
it's a big thing.
Big thing. Rolled a 13, which I think is less than your
Fails 17.
fails. It cannot be paralyzed, but you see that it takes a moment and its forward momentum stops for a second. So it's not going to be like paralyzed and stop moving for the duration, but you've stopped it moving for this round of combat, basically.
Nice.
Which is good, because if he's going to make another swipe like that, he's not going to. Up next is Marxus.
I am going to use all of my strength and pull this leg lower and lower into this hole.
Cool. Make a strength check.
Like I want to try to knock it over.
At advantage, because there's also the magical force assisting you.
Okay. It's leaning. Well, some pretty incredible rolls.
Do you guys
Two
warm up
fours.
your dice today?
I did.
For 2 6s. I don't know where my one that is this color is, because that one feels like it's a consistent
Isn't it
14
that
or
one?
higher performer. No, it's just a 12.
That one's not going to get 14. All right.
2 6s.
Again, you think you're helping out, and you are up to your calf in planar gate.
Can I do
It's weird too. It feels like you're stepping into a shallow pool that gets deeper.
Is the what's it called? Because it's not an attack roll, right?
No.
Alright. So then I'm good, I suppose. I really need to be stronger.
Or just roll higher.
Or
Yeah.
that.
All right, Kato.
Alright, so I have my little group, both groups of guys attack, move, and then attack.
What's closest to you?
Yeah. 15 and 11.
15 misses, and the 11 also misses. You got a 19 and 17 respectively. Yeah, so just the positioning where these things are at. These guys just being wiped out by a giant spear. Kind of trying to regain their footing and flanking these are just not in position quite.
What can I tell from where I'm at what this spear's made out of? Is it just like
Roll a investigation check. Your proficiency modifier for being a Smith Tools person.
22?
22.
-ish.
You can see that it's made of the same stuff that your axes have been coated in. The glass steel,
Do I know if
at least the tips. Just the tips.
what is
Very,
Can I tell what
very
the
sexualized miniature.
Can I tell what the shaft is made out of?
Look at him.
The shaft is sturdy and strong. Wait,
The
really?
calves.
Yeah.
Okay. It's made of adamant.
Do I know if I can cut through that?
You know that glass steel is one of the only things that can cut through.
Cool. I'm gonna throw my axis at the shaft midpoint,
About how far down the shaft? Midpoint?
right where his hand is wrapped around it.
We're talking about the size of a churro.
Your average.
Say when.
Your average Frito Potatoes churro.
Say when.
Yeah.
Shout
Like
out.
a baby's arm holding an apple.
Oh my
All right. Make an attack roll.
god.
22.
22 hits.
Nice.
Ow, my hand.
Roll damage for it.
Like,
And I'm gonna roll opposite. What is it? What is your damage?
Damage?
Yeah. What is it? D8.
1d6 plus 4.
D6 plus 1. Okay. I'm gonna roll a D6 and we're gonna see what happens and see if you don't get a good chunk. Like hit off.
Goes through the portal.
I got 6
I got a 4.
plus my 4, so 10.
So you see, the axe glance off, and then you can see a part of it bent and broke. It didn't like slice clean through because your axe is this big compared to a shaft that is this big. But
Now it's bent.
it's bent,
Nice.
and it's actually bent, and doesn't just look or feel bent.
He's gonna have a much harder time
Because
holding
of
on to that.
Tricky does with his
That was
head.
good.
You're saying the spear hooks to one side now?
Yes.
Stop it.
Interesting.
All right. Every one of you are just like.
This whole episode is artfully graphic.
Yep.
We are dodging around so many.
High art right here.
We are content creators.
Yep. Yeah, it's a
Artistes, if you will.
All right, artists.
Oki's just gonna take a crack at both of the guys.
Take a bite.
Oh, 9 plus.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
Mm.
he missed.
So yeah, he's. But doesn't do much.
Okay, that's it. Back up, going on.
All right, they're going to attack. These ones are going to attack Kata and the champions of Troon. The first one's going to go for the champions. 10. Lindsay, roll challenge for me, please. The next one is going to be
10.
a dirty 20.
Also, it beat me.
The 10 meet, so it beat. So yes.
Mm.
Yep. So they lose one more. Their shield, just because their numbers, their shields are slightly staggered, and they seem to be finding the gaps. And then the other one is going to attack.
Mind the gap.
Find the gap. And they attack Kata for 15 points of slashing damage. All right, up next is Narnis.
I am gonna yell out to Orla. Do you have the other orb basket? Because there's another orb I can see from inside.
I'm in here too.
Okay, are you on it?
I'm trying.
You can do it.
It's protected by some kind of barrier, like a spell that's. Yeah, I'm trying.
I'm gonna move to try to like climb up closer to where like the energy is flowing.
Sure.
And do I see anything that would be like obstructing or like challenging Orla from collecting the orb, the energy?
There are these, like in a pizza commercial where the cheese is all gooey.
Mm-hmm.
There's these like strands of material running on the inside of this that go from like shoulder to side, or like ripping across, but they're all metal.
Okay.
And they're not gooey.
sinewy
They're just
metal.
like, it looks like it was like
Stringing metal.
strung together and then
Okay.
solidified.
All right.
You're able to climb through there, no problem, especially with your climbing. That did it.
Stringy
Didn't even think about
inside.
Um, you're able to climb up there, no problem. Get to there. And you do see the energy kind of flowing up towards the head. There is a shimmering barrier around the orb that wasn't there.
I'm gonna say Narna. Narna, does it look like you could like stop these things from moving? Like put something. Does it look like that? Like you could like put something in it and stop it?
It just seems to be a shimmery barrier.
Am I close enough to like try and touch the shimmery barrier?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
You can climb up there if you want.
I touched the butt.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to climb closer towards that.
Cool. You climb up there, and that'll be your action. Wait, did you use your action?
I haven't used my action
Okay,
yet.
cool. Yeah, then you can definitely climb up there, and you get up there with Orla after some time.
Okay. And then I guess I'm gonna take my action and try to stab the barrier with Ganzir.
Sure. Roll a d20.
Jesus. 15.
You stab in, and glances off. Gonna have to either attack a little stronger than that. Something.
Okay.
The outside thing, you guys have been hitting this thing with like 20, low 20s, mid 20s. So
But like as Ganzir like glances off, it seems like it is penetrable.
yes,
And
you
not,
can.
like,
Yeah, you
magical?
can. Yes, you can penetrate it.
Okay.
Yeah, G.
Just a little bit harder. Okay.
Mhm.
Got it. The Juliana's crew are going to not do anything because they rolled a natural 1. God damn.
Bummer.
Yep.
Wow.
Most ones I've seen ever. They're
Yeah,
all
you guys
magicked
rolled.
out.
I don't think you guys maybe rolled 4 dice over 10.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
All right.
I have one last shot and one opportunity to seize everything I read.
Keep going.
Okay. Do I have one more? Okay. I'm gonna do this.
What is it?
My steel wind strike.
Oh, okay. Just gonna clarify. You can roll the same d20.
I got in my head.
Oh, you got
The
it.
dice
They
is-
reset. $20.
20. And you break it, and it, after all of your hits, shatters,
Yeah.
Yay!
So,
leaving the orb accessible.
so it's a 20 to hit. Do you want me to do my?
No, because you
Oh.
all your hits.
Okay. 62. Nice.
So it shatters around you, and it falls down into like this dust, and you have access to this large glowing orb the same way Narnia did at the belt.
Do I still have? Okay.
This thing is going to attempt to swipe, but it just feels this energy and this force denying its actions, and it
Oh,
does
wait.
not
I have
take an attack.
the guards.
Cool. To the guard, to your
Sorry.
archers.
They're going to try to go for, again, the upper body where they can see the glow. 15.
No.
Alright. Nice try.
Let's try. What are the champions doing?
Isn't that one down there? Oh,
Yeah.
he already went. So, Beckus is gonna just keep trying to deplete the things in front of her.
Cool.
Nope, I got a 7.
Okay.
Doing such a good
They
job.
got an 8.
Oh, so close.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Spoken like a true bard.
Merlin, you're up.
Okay. I want to chug one of those frost potions,
Hell yeah.
and then I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers.
Cool.
Dope.
And now that I'm super strong and I have frostbite hands, they're gonna have ice damage added to them.
Sweet.
Wow.
So I'm just gonna swirl my hands together and then launch them with all my force to his abs to try to just.
To penetrate those abs.
Yeah, like, do we need do we need the orbs? Like, if he just starts falling in right now.
I would like the works because that's just harnessing some power. Like,
Okay, well, we'll do this anyways because he probably.
Cool.
I don't think this is gonna.
Ab attack. And you,
Ab attack. Yeah.
Yeah. This flurry of ice daggers attacks his abs, and roll damage because you don't have to roll for cloud daggers. Just
stuff. How fun your dice are.
Come on, big money.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Oh my fucking god.
5 points of damage. His
Wiggle it.
abs too.
He
Slashing.
gets a little
Jeez.
tiny
It's his just abs
Paper
are just
cut.
like
Oh wait. Using this spell, so I'm damage increases by 2. Or
flare.
you have to roll 2 more. Oh. Plus 6. 11.
Still cut abs. A little bit more cut.
Oh, that's so cheesy.
Oh wait. Sorry, it's supposed to be 10d4. So I've rolled
Just keep
4,
rolling.
5, 6. Okay, so I need to roll. My bad, you guys.
You're like,
Should've looked at
supposed
my
to be like
10D.
30d4. I forgot.
Okay, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17.
17.
Slashing.
Extra cut.
Extra cut. And like, yeah.
It's like the new beach body for the summer.
Extra
cut.
cut. It sounds like some kind of vitamin that you're supposed to take to be more of a man.
Extra cut.
From the makers of Rondo.
Yeah. Extra cut abs.
What was that? Energy drink?
Take a cut into
Oh,
one.
So much energy.
Yeah.
All right. Up next,
Power
babies.
Yeah.
Marxus, you're up, and then Kata.
Marxus, seeing his strength waning, is going to look over at the other foot. How far away is that?
Little foot.
Like 60 feet away.
Cool. He's going to look at it and point at it with his fist.
Mm.
And he's going to pull out a little piece of stone and then point at it. So then he's going to pull out a little piece of obsidian and he's going to point it right at it. And he crushes it. And a 20-foot cube of earth erupts in that location, encasing basically everything in its foot in a 20-foot cube of difficult terrain, requiring 1 minute to move by hand. I imagine since it's got a giant foot, it'll just bloop, lift it right out of it. But I'm going for like your boot is stuck in the mud and you kind of take a walk and it goes.
It's also one of those things like
Whoa.
your 1 foot's already stuck. So what do you like push off of? Do you like push off and like sink further into the other one?
Bingo.
It's very smart and astute of you.
So it needs to make a dexterity save of 15.
How dexterous are you?
Please don't be, because you're a giant statue.
11
Yes! Wait, plus anything?
total.
Oh, good. Cool. It takes 3d12s of bludgeoning damage as well. 6, 18. Takes 20 points bludgeoning damage,
Cool.
and each 5-foot square portion of the area requires 1 minute to clear by hand.
You see the rock just blast through its ankle. Its ankle is being held by a small amount of metal that begins to bend as the hollow aspect of the foot is just shifting down and breaking the ankle.
Oh. He's bad at excellent.
And then I'm going to, as a bonus action, just do a unarmed strike on its foot real quick. Boy, I don't know how to do math, make that work. A 16.
Falcon punch and just vibrates back in your hand.
Then I will do a flurry of blows to do 2 more of those with the acid and nope. You don't hit.
They don't hit. And you are sunken down up to your knee in this planar gate.
Oh.
You can feel your left leg is very cold.
With any movement that I have, I'm going to like iron kettle hunker myself down into that using the cold and like trying to keep drawing this creature's leg into the cold.
You hold on to the leg.
Hold the
Sweet.
leg.
And that'll be my turn.
Kaden.
Throw my other axe at the same exact spot that I threw the first axe.
Cool. Roll d20
19,
plus.
28.
Yeah. We're gonna do the same thing and roll off. D6 off.
8.
I rolled a 1. It's 4 is 5. So you just launch your other axe and it hits at the exact same spot, breaking the connection between it. There's a half or a quarter staff equivalent of the haft of the spear falls down and crashes to the city. Unless anybody else wants to do anything to it. Cool. You see it take out an entire row of homes as it crashes down into the populace. He has a haft of the spear and significantly shorter and can't make quite the reach that he used to.
If I know anything about the residents of New York, they're pissed about that.
Every marble.
We did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
There's no city left. You're like, we did it.
Indigo.
Anyone like a shawarma?
These guys are gonna attack Oki and Kata respectively. Oki is a 17,
I don't. So
and Kata is a or a 20, dirty 20 for Oki, and then Kata gets 14.
14 does not. 30-20 does.
Okay. He's going to take 8 points of piercing damage. Alright, up next is Narnia.
I don't know.
Nine,
Yes.
catch.
Okay.
And I dropped the other cage to her.
You dropped it.
To her.
She's like on the same level.
Oh, so I just throw it.
She's sitting right next to you, Lynn.
I'm gonna open.
Gotcha.
First of all, you've been shouting at her the whole time, yelling at from abs to head, and you both can talk to each other in
Oh.
plain voice without.
We also can speak with our minds. Oh, is that what you're referring to?
It's a very Orla and Narnia situation, though. Like,
Yeah.
Orla's being, like, all pumped, and
Yeah.
Narnip's just next to her, like, oh, why are you?
Why are you
Why are you
yelling?
yelling at me? So here,
Right here.
take
It's
this.
like Max and that. So what do you do with the orb?
I
Nothing.
find the
Cage.
secret cage button and open it and
Cool.
do the same thing that I did with the other one.
And it draws in the energy, and again, it's real big. It locks down into a orange glowing orb.
Okay.
All right. And as you see, you can feel the creature stagger and begin to shift. And as it drops, one ankle breaks and the other leg shoots down into the up to the thigh. What'd you call it? The creamy thigh.
No. What?
The milky thigh?
No.
It's up to its thigh, and you can see the planar gate collapse around its thigh, cutting off its thigh. The rest of the body, lifeless, falls down.
Ah. Everyone needs to make.
Just get whacked in the head.
I'm very worried about Marx's this whole situation.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
No.
The body is falling this way. We'll give each of your guys dexterity saving throws, and that's probably it. But if you want to try to get the guards out of there, they might take pretty heavy casualties from this.
Son of a bitch.
13.
Oh,
13.
nice. So I've got my turns.
Oh,
Just as you're able to
One
pull
guard's
out, your left foot gets caught in the gate. And cut
Marxus has no reaction. He just stares at it in shock. Classic shock, shut down.
Sure.
Nope. That's just the way that is now.
I can fix it.
Does a planar gate fire?
I can fix it.
Yeah.
It's not just like spewing.
Who was opening
Is
the
it-
gate?
Is it
Werner.
Werner?
And now it's closed?
Yes. They said that this is a dex. Do I have dexterity on here? No, sure don't. So.
No. Just roll a defense.
They got a 14.
Each of them.
Oh, so is that for Thecus too? They have,
No.
are they in the way? So that was for my, I just have my
archers?
Yeah.
Cool. They are able to scramble away
Whew.
and head out of the way, seeing it coming. The other two, do you want to roll 2d20 for me?
Here.
One group makes it. They roll 18.
What was the first group?
18.
18. The second group was?
They die.
A natural
It's a
one.
natural one.
Oh no.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
They
And
did.
they're wiped out, as you can see. The rest of this body collapse
Oh,
and shut
the
down,
wizards.
destroying what is the Harbor District.
Oh,
District that you
dang.
guys were.
Oh no!
What happened to our fish tsunami?
Oh,
Gone.
Also done.
depleted.
Very good.
Thought there would be one surviving restaurant.
So
Like a Waffle House.
what happens to Narnip and I?
What do you guys do as you feel this teetering down?
I'm gonna hold on to my butt. Not
Hold on to
bad.
your bets.
I'm hanging on to
Jimmy-
anything that I can.
Jimmy Jr. style. Cheers.
I don't think I have any Misty Steps left. I think the answer is drained. So I guess I'm also holding on.
All right. You guys are just gonna hold on and ride down.
I guess
You
so.
don't have any misty steps left.
I'm Misty Step. I'm gonna Misty Step. Oh, there. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do.
Can you take somebody with you with a misty step?
Oh, let's see. It's this mysterious
I can
stuff too.
transport anything.
How much blood does Ganser need to work again?
50 units per Misty Step.
Could you just stab yourself?
I'm just gonna hold.
Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, I teleport up to 30 feet that I could see.
On the way down, you can easily see a building top that you see as it's crumbling down. You can jump to. And Narnip, you are riding the ride.
Yep.
All right, make a strength saving throw for me, please.
13.
13. You take 30 points
Oh
of
my god.
bludgeoning damage as you fall, kind of knocking around in the brain cavity of this thing, the helmet of this thing.
The brain
Um,
cavity.
Definitely beat up.
Shit.
That's okay. Are the cages still intact?
Cages are still intact.
Are the other constructs still alive?
Yes, but for the sake of it, and judging by their amount, I would say that between Kata, Oki, Erlinda, you'd probably be able to clean them up.
Mhm.
They were at pretty low health. So you have survived the siege, the onslaught of this giant creature. As you guys kind of regain your composure in the city of DeGray, what are you doing?
Use my axes, start cutting it in pieces.
I run over and
Sure.
I from the rooftop see that Marxus is missing a foot. Just so I'm gonna run over to where he's at.
Seda, are you talking?
Marxus, are you okay?
Feel great. Why? What do you ask?
You're missing a foot.
It's just walking.
No, where? Where'd it go?
I don't know, but I can fix it for you.
No, I'm good. It's still, I don't know what you're even. I'm stuck. Everything's good here.
Okay. I'm gonna fix this foot. So I quickly touch his little nub that he now has, and I give him 4d8 plus 15 hit points just for the duration.
Oh, yeah, does that do any damage taking my foot?
Yes.
But then,
It's just about to get-
and then, so I'm using regenerate, and I took he had a severed body part, and it's going to be restored after 2 minutes. It's just going to grow, but
Cool. So you see
you can't put pressure on it.
a small Deadpool cat foot against the ground.
Kitten paw.
Yeah.
To you.
It goes.
So you're gonna get 5 temporary plus 15, so 20 temporary hit points.
Oh.
Or no, that's not temporary. 20 hit points is what you gave me.
Real life.
How much damage did me losing a foot do?
Did 22.
Alright, so I lose 2 points overall. Not a bad day.
For your total.
Because I got 20 back, it took 22. Right?
What are you all doing now that this?
I don't know.
I'm gonna investigate in like the cavity of it, especially like I'm gonna make my way towards like the head
Uh-huh.
and see is it just
You were
like
there. You were.
I was in the head?
Yeah, you were
Mhm,
knocking
that's
around
where
in
we're
that
at.
helmet.
I thought you were in the chest. Okay.
It was its brain.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out our sending stone and to Juliana and communicate with her that we have defeated this construct and that her folks are okay. And ask her if she has heard any news about what I don't know from her end of things.
She responds. She goes, "Oh, well. I'm glad everyone's okay. I'm glad it was all taken care of. We are still en route to help out. We have healers that we've sent along, but we have some people there to help out and kind of the transition of things and what's gonna be happening in the coming days. So, well, we're on our way."
Have your networks heard anything about Adri or the her group?
Last we had checked up on her, we had heard that she was meeting with a member of the Akiba for some reason. Not quite sure why.
Okay.
That dragon's tooth. She's gonna help them. Team
Well,
up.
there was a member of the Hayes was at the dining hall with
Yeah.
her when she killed all those people.
Mhm.
Was it Hayes that she was meeting up with? Do you know, or was it somebody else? Well, because she was already
Either
with Hayes.
either him or the herald. I can't quite remember.
Do you know where they're meeting?
I would imagine either on her little island now or Temple Karis, the main temple of the Akiba.
Okay.
Anything else anybody would like to do?
Mhm. Said this guy's made out of adamantine.
Yes, and Kata has begun taking chunks out of it. Like, imagine cutting off this size chunks, but
Yeah, I'm taking some for making stuff out of,
Okay.
and the rest I'm just making this construct non-functional should it reanimate.
sure. You begin to hack through, and a number of the guards that did survive are kind of like curiously looking at you. Can you help in any way? What do we need to do? I mean, what's the next step now that our city's kind of messed up?
We all need to get some rest. That's what we all do.
Yeah, but there's people in the bunkers, there's people on ships. They need to return to their homes.
I mean, everyone's just gonna have to band together and share and be a good tight knit community. Help each other.
Oh, okay. I was guess. I mean, we got.
Oh.
I didn't know if you had any
Oh.
insight. You led us in battle. I didn't know if there was anything that was after.
Where are the ships?
Several of the ships kind of just fled. I remember we put a handful on your command full of people on the ships to evacuate the city in case. So, plus side is all of this damage is more material and less loss of life.
Yeah, I would say send word that we've defeated whatever just came, but maybe hold tight out of the city for now until we can secure the area.
Okay.
And then I'd like to look around for people that are like buried under rubble or something.
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for.
There's a lot of that, especially that one company of soldiers was
Yeah.
directly part of that, and there's not a lot of survivors in that kind of attack and fall.
Then I want to go check where the spear hit.
Okay. Further away, and it's like just outside the city, you can see the head of the spear sticking out of the ground. Just probably like 100, 200 feet off the shore. And it's like, it was just like flung as he fell
Okay.
down, and it's sticking out.
Marxus is himself slowly coming back together, realizing that he almost lost his foot. He did lose his foot, and he has now a little baby paw. And he kind of stretches it, sees the little baby dew claw. It's just like,
So like regrowing Deadpool style.
yes.
Yeah, it's baby.
Baby
Little
foot,
tail
baby
bone.
cat foot.
Um,
It's like got super sharp claws. The way like kittens have stupid, super sharp razor claws.
your claws now do a D8.
Yeah.
Um,
For the next 2
Just for
minutes
that
until
one.
they're normal.
That one tiny.
17 seconds. Oh yeah, did it. We're like superheroes. Oh wait a minute. And then he remembers why we're like all here in the first place. And is there a way he can pull off like any of this constructs, like just a strip of it, and then he wants to run up the chain and fix that part of the chain, like wrap it around it,
Okay.
mend it, and so.
Do you have smithing tools?
No, but I sure know somebody that does.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
So I see Kata making all of these areas and like pulling off pieces.
Uh-huh.
And hey, can I use a piece of just like a strip?
I hand him one of the chunks.
Can you elongate this into like a band-aid? A bandage?
I'm just gonna try and make it into like a little chain link.
We'll do 20 efficiency modifier. 24. Yeah, you're able to make it into a link. Takes some time, but you guys have time.
Just have a chain link of this.
Like a big chain link, or like just a chain. You made it into a chain, a series of links.
I made it into like, yeah, it's not a wrap. It's like, how big are the links of a chain?
They're like huge. Yeah, like a link is the size of the ceiling. 10,
Yeah, so it's
10,
enough
15
chain to like wrap through it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to run up there and just like take the chain and like loop it through as many times
Cool.
to take the stress off of that
I
number check.
was gonna ask if you're an expert crawler and can jump up there, but
You know, unless somebody has a potion of climbing, they can take it because I don't need it because I am an expert crawler.
you get up there, chain it up, no problem.
Where is their Calda?
I don't know.
Who are you asking?
The soldiers.
Oh, called as you know, previously stated, the number of people went out on the boats. To Calda and the individuals that organize the city are the first to head out there. It's kind of first, most important person in the bunker situation. What?
You guys should have an uprising when they get back and like take up over their chair of power because that's messed up that they left first and didn't stay to help the city.
Well, I mean, like if they were to die, then who would run the city?
The next person. Don't you guys have like a chain of command?
Yeah, but they are all on the boat
Well,
in case.
that's
What if that boat
anyway.
sank?
That sounds very cowardly. But
Boats sink all the time.
Yeah, but
I don't think you guys are clear yet because the entities that wanted to break off the chain are still out there. So I think that the remaining people in the city should probably try and vacate as soon as they have the strength to do so because it's possible that another attack on the chain could happen.
yeah. I mean, should we? Like, how do we defend it then?
That's a good point. I guess the people who weren't defending it and were in the bunkers, it might be a good idea if they were to leave.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you guys were like recoup and maybe there are also people on the way to help with healing and
all right, cool.
other people.
One
that-
of the other anchors, Bryn.
yes.
His name's Clark.
Oh, so I don't know.
No. Okay.
No. Do you know Juliana?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, she is coming with a group of folks that are gonna stay and help protect the anchor
Oh.
with you all.
Oh, cool. And they're from the Brent government. They're the called us at them. Called the Brent sent them.
No, the Calda Bryn is not actually the Calda Bryn. It's somebody that's like impersonating
Mm-hmm.
the Calda.
I think a persuasion check.
Why?
Because you're kind of like.
Telling them
I
a
mean,
tall, like
I mean,
something
it could,
they
yeah,
think
it
is a
could
tall
easily
tale.
be a conspiracy theory. It's like,
Well, it's
well,
not.
actually, it's not her. It's just her in disguise.
It's her body double.
Yeah, right.
15.
What makes you say that?
Because it is.
Because it's true.
Makes sense.
Alright, so here's what's going on. So, this Calda that's not actually the Calda is this woman named Adri who's very powerful and magical, and she is working with the Haze from the Nagiba and some other wizards to try to separate the chain so then they just have their own island that they are just gonna like rule from, and it's a really bad situation and everybody needs to like band together to try and prevent from happening. So
All right, so. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're gonna like lord over us on their island.
yeah,
Haven't they already kind of been doing that? Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
not good because it's already been pretty bad.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you said Juliana's their friend. Who's her? Your friend?
Yes.
They're coming to help us.
Yes.
Oh, you guys are cool because you were able to help us out. So that was. I don't know if we would have made it. You guys.
I guess no.
Thank you. Thank you. Heroes of the city, everyone. Clapping. They're like, it's the what was your guys' name? It's the group. What's your name?
It doesn't matter. Morag.
The
It doesn't matter who they are, guys. They just did it. They're the mysterious heroes. So
Stereos.
you guys are able to help out with some of the rebuilding and everything. Within they kind of give you quarters to stay and like rehabilitate, and they begin setting up basically like relief tents, helping out where they can, rebuilding integral structures for the continuation of the city and how it functions, and then slowly after some of the buildings. But over that period of time, is there so much time that you would like to spend in the city helping rehabilitate or rehab it, or
we
is
also
there-
need to rehab
what are you-
ourselves.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you guys have gotten one night's rest on the
Mm.
next day, are you guys sticking around helping out, or do you have plans? Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, we definitely need to talk about like what our next move is in general. Whether that is going to the Nagiba's place, or we're going back up the
We can give him a day of help, and then we can also
100%.
during that we can kind of brainstorm on our next.
That's what she just said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I agree.
So throughout that next day, you guys get breakfast. You wake up the next morning. You all have a long rest. You begin helping out where you can, and during those times, you guys all break for like lunch together and kind of talk about your plans, and then break for dinner. At that dinner, what are your plans that you talk about? What are you saying to one another?
So Adri is going to meet with the head of the Nagiba either at her floating island or at Temple Karis. is that our next move to go and see where she?
Are you able to look into the cauldron and see where she's at?
Yeah, I just wanted to check that was.
I
what
think
we
it
wanted
is.
to.
I mean, I think that she. Well, who whispered this into me? That one guy before I healed him.
Yeah.
So, what was his name?
Borin Cornwall.
Cornwallis, while he was dying, whispered into my ear, "Destroy other isles. Revenge on Pelican Crest."
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that that's her plan. Well, and ultimately, she's probably the ringleader of this whole thing. Multiple other people's plans.
Yeah.
So I think we find her, and then we find what her next move is.
All right.
Well, at the cauldron.
You look into the starry waters of the cauldron, and as you zoom in on one of the stars, you begin to apparate, or it begins to apparate a vision and an image of Adri, and dressed as herself. No hiding any longer. You see her meeting with a very old individual dressed in red robes. This guy looks ancient. And make a perception check real quick for me.
Perception. Dirty 20.
You hear her discussing Salius. I greatly appreciate if you helped get the word out. We're in need of Tyran citizens to help mend the chain and bring the Triarchy together. And they will be meeting here in the city of Bryn. And also a message to the noble houses, particularly those of magical prowess. We wish to gain the efforts of those that are magically abled, and any magical items that they may or have in their power. Remember that, bro? We got you replacement pieces. And then that the Isle of Finis promises a new world for the noble houses. A world that should have been before the Titans and before the Triarchy's failures. And you see the very old guy gesture to a younger individual with red and yellow robes. He goes, "Did you get that all, Harold Franker?" Harold goes, "Yes, I'll have the message right away, Arbiter Hayes." And then the image kind of shimmers away.
Okay. So I relay this to everybody. Do you know who Harold Franker is?
Jesus.
Hank Frank?
He was dressed in yellow robes and he was taking notes for Salius Hayes.
Oh. Oh.
That name you accidentally dropped like 6 weeks ago. Well, there it is.
Yeah. Barely. But not super. Let me get history check on all of these.
Yeah.
Waiting.
I'm super good at intelligence, don't you worry about it. Like, incredible. 7, I believe.
Harold Franker was Herald and distributed the message of Ingiba.
Yeah. That was Frank. Name isn't Harold. It's just what he does. Yeah. And also, yeah. Yep, you actually, it's not like you just nailed it precisely. tired. I'm so tired from the day's work we've done and the 19 beers I've had since we finished. But yeah, they're not great together. Salius is kind of a. What's the word I'm looking for? Dick. Yeah, and yeah, it's. I'll probably remember more about it tomorrow once I sleep on it.
Okay. So we need to go back to Bryn.
Sure.
Is Juliana arrived yet with her people?
It would be like another day or two before they arrive. I think they were like 3 days out. But if you guys are hanging out, you can meet up with her. If not, you have messages. You have ways to speak to her.
Do you think we should hang out till they get here, and then we can just like hand off the humanitarian effort?
No, I think we should get to Bryn sooner rather than later so that we can like get established and like figure out a plan of attack.
Yeah.
And not just like get here hours before something horrible happens like we did here.
Wait. That makes sense. It's a good idea. You really care about people.
I'm gonna get my
Guys, it's
ascending
tinkerer.
stone. What's that?
Let's say he was a tinkerer.
Who?
Guy in the yellow cape.
That was the guy in the kid. This guy's wearing yellow. Oops. Sorry, there's only like 7 colors. And start dropping hex codes for you guys next time. 255 green.
So relay this information to
Yeah.
Juliana via the sending stone. Is anybody left in Bryn that would be able to help us once we get there?
Well, all of our contacts have. Well, we have a handful in the cities, but we've moved primarily our operations to the new establishment we've created with your help and your financial aid in just outside of Holden. That is to the south of Bryn, right next to the bridge. But Holden has been exceptional to us. We have individuals in Bryn right now that are attempting to locate the actual whereabouts of Londa Bryn, the original Calda, who we believe was, hopefully is, a good person.
Do you guys think we should go to Holden to our little establishment? Our safe people?
Sure. Yeah. As long as we can maybe get a ride there, I don't really feel like walking the whole distance. I might just walk in one very large circle.
Well, Werner's been to Holden, so you could.
Is Werner even here?
Yeah. Where would he go?
I don't know if we like left him somewhere like we always do. He took my foot and he hasn't said anything about it. I figured he was just gone.
He just wanted a lucky
But
keychain.
hey, Werner.
Like a little kitten paw.
Oh, it's rabbit foot.
You guys are able to track down Werner. He's probably doing some seedy shit somewhere. Hustling
Farming.
somebody and trying to like, no, this was my home, so now it's my home again when we rebuild it. So this is gonna be my house here. I don't understand what the people. Oh hey, hello, hi. Can you please tell him that this is where I live?
Sure. Did you not know that this is the Grey Werner's house? He lost the deed when what portion of the Colossus
I have the deed right here. Shit. All right, never mind.
Oh,
What are you guys doing?
We're wanting to get a ride.
you
Oh,
should
okay.
go to Holden. You want to come?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if the Rubes is still available, but
we can check it out.
Sure, but could you
Can you
also
teleport
just
us?
send us there?
oh yeah, you said a ride. You don't really like ride a teleport.
Oh,
You can ride like a cart, dolphin,
Those are all things we
rainbow. Yeah, you can't ride a teleport.
what are you doing at?
Well, you just hold hands and then wait for me to do all the hard work. That's pretty much it.
Do we have to hold hands, or are you gonna do that thing where it's like, I made you do the thing that I don't
Of course, you have to hold hands.
Insight.
Magic is focused on the power of love.
Power of
What's your
love?
insight modifier?
It is a +1. You're right.
Yep.
Yep.
Love really does. It's what magic is made of. And when you hold hands with the people you love, boom, teleport.
I have no reason to distrust this. Everything sounds legitimate. Should we all hold hands?
No, before we teleport, we should go see if any of Juliana's wizards or any of Thekis's crew want to come with us. We're gonna need a lot of folks because Juliana is, or not Juliana, Juliana is coming to help. Adri has sent out the message to gather all the heads of the magical houses, and like there's gonna be a bunch of powerful people there, so I think we need like all the help we can get.
We should ask Thickus to come with us.
Why are you calling them Thickus?
Because they're massive. Have you seen how big that they can get?
Do you see those thighs, though?
They're dreamy, creamy, steamy thighs on Thickus.
Do they want to come with us?
So you're asking them?
Books.
Yes.
You find the local tavern, and
Of course we do.
naturally, Theckus is there. And
Sorry.
they're probably like half in the back. But yeah. What are y'all?
Tekis,
Hello.
it's good to see you and able to like catch up outside of battle. Thank you for coming to help
Yeah,
us.
well, how have you been?
It's been through a
Now that
lot.
we're- Yeah.
Been through a lot. We so
Sorry, we just lost. We lost quite a few, and
I
it's a bit of a hit, and we don't necessarily have a large set of numbers.
Well, how about we help increase your numbers by you guys joining us?
Well, I can head to Drilla and I can get some reinforcements. But we're just gonna come back here and help out where we can. But is it something you said you had other plans?
So we have to go towards Bryn. We're gonna stop at Holden first to our safe house that we've helped to establish there. Adri had a meeting with Hayes from the Nagiba and is gathering all of the heads of the magic houses. And they are, like we said, trying to start this new world of their own island and destroy all the other islands. And it's great that we prevented this isle from being severed, but our work is not done yet. And there's going to be a lot of really powerful people gathered in one place and need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
We just asked so much of you, and you just sacrificed friends, and
Well,
it's a lot to ask for.
I can head back and head to Drilla and see what the temple can offer, but I can also head and help you out personally. It's entirely up to you.
You should come with us. You're
Yeah.
awesome in battle and just in general.
In
But
battle.
like in battle, you're pretty great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, when do we leave?
Shortly, we just need to check with Juliana's folks and see if they're accompanying us or staying here to help.
I will make accommodations and probably send my troops back, and I'll join you shortly. It's a really nice roll. So yeah, you guys can have Beckus join you.
Don't. Tekis has entered.
Yeah.
Are any of Juliana's people coming with us after we ask them, or are they staying here? To wait for.
That's entirely up to you and your conversation with Salvador.
Sorry.
Nope.
Hi, Salvador.
Yes, hello.
Hi. Hey.
He does this all the time.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Just one. Question for you.
And how can I help you?
How many of you and your wizards folks want to come and continue the fight with us? I get that some would want to maybe stay behind and help. Whatever. Get it?
I think I'd rather be waiting while for Juliana and her arrival. And we will see exactly what she plans. I know there's a lot of reconstruction that is needed for this area, so I may wait and stay behind.
Sure.
Should you need me, I can get there quickly, so please let me know.
Sure. Is there anybody that can't get there quickly and you would recommend coming with us?
Like the 3 or 4 friends that you have, I don't think that you've covered your bases.
Okay.
Is Cornwallis coming with us?
You guys want him to? He's basically like a prisoner of war. at this
Right.
point. Like, he's committed atrocities, and
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
But he's like a powerful wizard.
Yeah.
And he helped during the battle. Ish.
What did he do?
fine line you're riding right
He
here.
could be a liability when he gets in contact with the people that were hunting. And it'll be like, I knew this was gonna happen one time because I'm a super powerful wizard guy, and this is or whatever wizards do, read books or whatever.
I don't know. I think that he's made some enemies now, and he might be persuaded to try to kill them before they kill him.
Maybe, but he also could just die.
He could, but
Should we kill him?
and maybe we can use him as bait.
Bait.
Yeah.
That's another option too. Just send him out there. Either way, he should come with us.
He also
teleport time.
Okay.
Who's coming? What do we got?
Come with me, Beckus. Cornwallis. I think we should take him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
us.
Beckus, Barn, Wallace. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Always have to include yourself.
Yeah, just gotta make sure.
Can we do one more?
We could do 2 more because of math.
2 more. Should we just take 2 random?
No.
This bartender seems pretty.
Let's go.
All right, everybody, hold hands. He holds hands. He goes, "You're so silly." Boom! He throws up on the ground. Boom! You guys all.
I fucking knew it. He lied to me again.
You're like, I knew it.
Yeah, and that's where we're going to end our session today. It's been a thing to Bryn or Bryn adjacent, or depending on some rolls, randomly anywhere. That's the way to
Ended up in the cold place.
So thank you all very much for watching. We will be back here. I don't know if we talked about Monday.
I should be free.
You're back at normal stuff. Are
What?
you alive and real again, or
Maybe.
maybe?
You
We'll
will
see.
see how the
We'll-
week goes.
We'll be back here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time next Monday, the
The 8th.
8th.
Man.
Nailed it. First try. So yeah, check it out. Stick around, and we'll see you soon. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye. See you on 8/8.